The 7 hidden truths behind popular tourist traps. You know the photos. You've seen them a million times on your feed. The perfect shot in front of a famous landmark, that blissful selfie in a crystal-clear lagoon, the charming cobblestone street that looks like it's straight out of a movie. But what if I told you the reality of these places is often a carefully constructed illusion? An illusion designed to do one thing: separate you from your money. These are the tourist traps that can drain your wallet, waste your precious vacation time, and leave you feeling, well, completely let down. They're the spots plastered all over travel brochures that locals won't go anywhere near. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 7 of the world's most famous destinations to reveal the secrets they don't want you to know. And more importantly, we're going to show you what to do instead. Let's start with a place some have called the world's most notorious tourist trap, Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco. It pulls in around 12 million visitors a year, making it one of the most popular spots in the city. The image sold is one of charming seaside restaurants, fresh clam chowder in a sourdough bread bowl, and those iconic barking sea lions. But here's the truth: locals genuinely dislike this place. One San Francisco native called it the most universally derided neighborhood in all of San Francisco. It's overcrowded, jam-packed with shops selling the same tacky mass-produced souvenirs, and the food is famously overpriced and mediocre. Many of those restaurants with postcard views are serving frozen seafood, a far cry from the fresh-off-the-boat fantasy they're selling. The whole area feels like a machine designed to churn through tourists, who often get stuck there waiting for their Alcatraz tour. So, what's the real San Francisco experience? Head to the Ferry Building. It's a bustling marketplace buzzing with energy, filled with artisanal cheese shops, local coffee roasters, and restaurants that locals actually love. For a taste of the city's maritime history without the kitsch, explore the historic ships at Hyde Street Pier. And yes, you should absolutely go see the sea lions at Pier 39. That part is legitimately fun and free. Just don't get sucked into the vortex of gift shops surrounding them. Next up, we're heading to Europe for a spot often named as one of the continent's biggest tourist traps, Las Ramblas in Barcelona. It's a wide, tree-lined pedestrian street that cuts through the heart of the city. Photos show smiling crowds and vibrant street-side cafes. It's marketed as the very pulse of Barcelona, but the hidden truth is a lot darker. Locals will tell you they avoid Las Ramblas like the plague. The street has a nasty reputation as Europe's pickpocketing capital. Thieves here are masters of distraction, often working in teams. Someone might accidentally bump into you or ask you for directions while an accomplice makes off with your wallet. Beyond the constant threat of theft, the street itself is a gauntlet of vendors selling cheap plastic junk and restaurants serving sad, microwaved paella for triple the price. It's a place that's been so completely consumed by tourism, it's lost any shred of its local soul. So, where should you go instead? For that vibrant Barcelona street life, get lost in the Gracia neighborhood. It's full of charming squares, independent shops, and authentic tapas bars where you'll actually be surrounded by locals. Instead of the chaotic Boqueria market on Las Ramblas, try the Mercat de Santa Catarina with its iconic colorful roof. You'll find incredible fresh food and local treats without the shoulder-to-shoulder crowds. That's where you'll find the real spirit of Barcelona. Our next hidden truth takes us to the island of Oahu, Hawaii, to a place that sounds like an authentic farm experience, the Dole Plantation. The ads promise vast pineapple fields, a charming train ride, and the world-famous Dole Whip. It looks like the perfect, wholesome family stop. But here's a secret: the Dole Plantation isn't much of a working plantation anymore. It's basically a pineapple-themed amusement park attached to a giant gift shop. Critics have called it the epitome of a tourist trap. The main building is a massive store selling every pineapple-themed souvenir you can imagine, all at a premium. The paid attractions like the train ride and garden tour are often described as shockingly boring. You ride a slow-moving train while a recorded narration plays, which feels more like a long commercial than an educational tour. And that world-famous Dole Whip? It's not exactly fresh blended fruit, it's a processed soft serve mix. The whole operation is built to handle tour buses offering very little in the way of a genuine cultural or agricultural experience. For a real taste of Hawaiian agriculture, find a local farmer's market. The KCC Farmers Market in Honolulu is one of the best, with an amazing variety of local produce and food stalls run by the people who actually grow the ingredients. If you want to see a real working farm, look for smaller family-run operations on the North Shore that offer tours. You'll get a much more personal experience, and your money will actually support local farmers. From the tropics, we're heading to the subarctic for one of the most Instagrammable places on Earth, Iceland's Blue Lagoon. Every picture shows serene, milky blue water steaming against a backdrop of black lava fields. It looks like a mystical, otherworldly spa. An absolute must-do. The truth is, the Blue Lagoon is a victim of its own massive success. Its fame, combined with its convenient location near the airport, has turned it into a heavily commercialized and, frankly, overcrowded machine. It can feel impossible to get that serene photo without dozens of strangers in the background. The experience often feels less like a natural wonder and more like a very, very expensive public pool with a swim-up bar. The tranquility promised in the marketing is often completely lost in the chaos. So what's the alternative? Iceland is overflowing with geothermal pools that offer a more authentic and peaceful experience. The Mývatn nature baths in the north have similar milky blue water but are generally far quieter and less expensive. Near Reykjavik, the Sky Lagoon offers a 7-step spa ritual with incredible ocean views. Or for a truly rustic adventure, you can hike to the Ríkjadalur hot spring thermal river and bathe in a naturally hot river, completely surrounded by stunning scenery, for free. You get all the magic without the madness. Also, this is one of the new 7 wonders of the world, Machu Picchu. The name alone conjures images of mystical ruins perched on a misty mountain peak. It is, without a doubt, a bucket list destination. But here's the tough truth. The sheer volume of tourism is threatening the very magic of the experience. To manage the crowds, the site now has a daily visitor cap of around 5,600 people, and it operates on a system of strict, color-coded circuits that dictate your every move. You get a maximum of 4 hours to visit, with no re-entry. That feeling of ancient solitude is long gone. Even hikers who trek the Inca Trail for 4 days to arrive at sunrise find themselves sharing that moment with hundreds of others. Once the main gates open, the sacred city can feel more like a theme park. So how do you find the magic? First, adjust your expectations. You will be sharing the site with thousands of people. To make the most of it, try visiting during the shoulder seasons like April, May, September, or October, when the crowds might be slightly smaller. But for those seeking a truly profound Inca experience, consider the Choqquequirao trek. It's a much harder hike to a sister city of Machu Picchu that sees only a handful of visitors each day. It's a real adventure that offers a glimpse of what discovering these ruins must have felt like a century ago. Next, we're off to the crossroads of the world, Times Square in New York City. The image is iconic, towering skyscrapers draped in dazzling billboards and the constant blur of yellow taxis. It feels like the center of the universe, and it's usually the first stop for visitors to the Big Apple. But the truth is, Times Square isn't the heart of New York. It's a district built almost entirely for tourists. Ask any New Yorker and they'll tell you they avoid this area unless they're catching a Broadway show. It's an overwhelming mashup of chain restaurants you could find in any suburban mall, overpriced souvenir shops, and costume characters who will harass you for a picture and then demand a tip. The experience has almost nothing to do with authentic New York culture. Saying you've seen New York after only visiting Times Square is like going to the Epcot Center and saying you've seen the world. If you want to feel the real energy of New York, just walk a few blocks in any direction. Explore the charming streets of Greenwich Village or the vibrant Lower East Side. If you want to see stunning architecture, walk through Grand Central Station. For incredible views without the chaos, walk across the Brooklyn Bridge or find a rooftop bar in a neighborhood like Williamsburg. These places offer a genuine slice of New York life, not a commercialized caricature of it. Finally, we arrive at the most romanticized landmark on the planet, the Eiffel Tower in Paris. It's a global symbol of love and light. The dream is a picnic on the lawn below, watching it sparkle at night, and riding the elevator to the top for those breathtaking city views. But the most interesting truths about the Eiffel Tower have nothing to do with the crowds or the pickpockets, though those are definitely real issues. The real secrets are woven into its history. First, this permanent symbol of Paris was never meant to be permanent. It was built for the 1889 World's Fair with a 20-year permit, and the original plan was to tear it down in 1909. It was only saved because its creator, Gustave Eiffel, proved its value as a massive radio antenna, a critical tool for communication. An even more incredible secret lies in its World War II history. When Nazi forces occupied Paris, French resistance fighters didn't just surrender the landmark, they sabotaged the elevators, making them unusable. This quiet act of defiance meant that if Hitler's soldiers wanted to hoist their flag, they'd be forced to climb all 1,065 steps to the top. And there's one more secret hiding in plain sight. A private apartment Gustave Eiffel built for himself at the summit, not for living, but for conducting scientific experiments and hosting brilliant minds like Thomas Edison. So, how can you appreciate the tower beyond just the view? Embrace these stories. Instead of waiting hours for the elevator, buy a ticket to climb the stairs. As you ascend the 674 steps to the second floor, you'll truly appreciate the 18,000 iron parts holding it together. And remember that it was a tool of science before it was a tourist icon. The real truth is that the Eiffel Tower isn't just a landmark, it's a monument to innovation, resilience, and defiance. These are just a handful of the hidden stories behind the world's most famous places. The travel industry sells a fantasy, but being an informed traveler means you can find the authentic experiences that are waiting just beneath the surface. Now, we want to hear from you. What's the biggest tourist trap you've ever fallen for? Or is there a famous spot you think is actually worth all the hype? Let us know in the comments below. Your stories might just help someone else have a much better trip. And if you enjoyed this video and want to travel smarter, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden truths. Ultimately, travel shouldn't be about just checking boxes off a list. It's about connection, discovery, and making memories that are actually yours. The perfect photo for your feed is fleeting, but the feeling of discovering a hidden gem, of sharing a meal in a restaurant filled with the sound of a local language, or of truly understanding the story behind a place, that's the stuff that stays with you. So the next time you're planning a trip, look past the glossy brochures. The most rewarding travel experiences are rarely the most famous ones. They're the ones you find when you dare to look for them. Travel safe and travel smart.